This is Phyllis Taliaferro. I have been a producer and host for the Phyllis Taliaferro Show in New York for over 10 years, a whole decade. So right now I've decided that I'm going to do Ask Phyllis. I have a lot of experience. I'm a professional woman. I am the head of a huge family. I have lots of great answers to lots of good questions. Today, I am the executive producer, and I have Naya Nurse, who's my director. She's going to be directing the show today. This is the first YouTube show that we're going to do, but we're going to be doing many of them because I know that you need my advice. First question I have is from a girl who's going off to college. She wants to know, should she have sex while she is in college? My feeling is absolutely not. Not because she has reached the age where she thinks sex is permissible, but there's a certain amount of maturity and there's a certain relationship that you'd like to get into before you consider having sex. So there's going to be lots of pressure at college. There's a lot of freedom, but no. Not until you feel mature enough. That's a very important question that you're asking. Not until you feel mature enough and you have an absolute special person in your life. So that one's that one. The other one is a young girl who's seen her best friend's boyfriend out with another girl at a restaurant. They were hugging and kissing and having a great time. So she wanted to know, should I tell my friend? My feeling is no, don't tell her. If she asks what you are thinking because she realizes there's a problem in a relationship, then you can tell her. But just coming out cold and telling your girlfriend, your best girlfriend, your girlfriend that you've had for the past 10 years, it just doesn't make any sense. If she suspects, she will say something to you and then you will answer her and tell her the truth. What do you think? What do you think? You tell her the truth. Okay? The other is a mother with a 20-something-year-old son who brings his girlfriends home, and she has asked him, please don't do that. He brings the girlfriends home to sleep. She has told him many times, do not do that. He insists on doing it, and the father kind of looks the other way. My thing to her is father and mother need to get together and sit down and tell the young man, do not bring your girlfriend home. We are not comfortable having your girlfriend sleeping in the house with us. You're old enough. Go get a job. Go get an apartment. Do you want to live here? Go to a hotel and have your girlfriend. Or you're old enough. You're in your 20s. Go get a job and get your own place, for God's sakes. Mother and father, however, have to agree. Now, I have a very important question that was asked this morning about the Irma, the monster hurricane that we have. I have family who wants to know if their dear family member should leave. Of course he should. He's in Florida. The governor has says, everyone out of this state, evacuate. This is a monster storm. You have to go. But their dear relative is really not interested in leaving. He wants to stay. He wants to have, I don't know what. He lives in a one-story house in Fort Lauderdale near the water. Water is going to be 10, 15, 20 feet high. We don't know. He lives in a one-story house. Guess what? One relative wants to know, should I tell him to buy an axe so he can pick his way out the roof? Well, he's going to have to do that. Young man, please, get out of Fort Lauderdale if it's not too late. This is Saturday, the Saturday of the huge monster hurricane that is coming into Fort Lauderdale. So please, leave. So let's see if we have some more questions. I want to talk more about this hurricane in Fort Lauderdale. I experienced the Hurricane Sandy in New York, and in New York we had many months, perhaps years, to prepare because it was a 70-year hurricane and everyone knew it was going to come. The FEMA had been to the city. I lived in Far Rockaway on the ocean. The FEMA had been there, the Red Cross had been there, the police department, the fire department, everybody had been meeting for a long, long time, letting people know that it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And so when we tell you to evacuate, you have to evacuate. But many people decided that they were not going to evacuate. The local congressman also wrote an article in the newspaper indicating you have to get out. We've been very lucky. Please leave. The hurricane is coming. Many people refused to listen to the warning. So what happened with many people, one lady whom I know who lived there says she died. She thought she died because the rain, the water filled up her first floor apartment in a 3-story house. Her daughter who owned the building, lived on the 2nd floor, had left already. But the daughter on the 3rd floor stayed and ultimately came down to get the mom because the water was filling up. Please, if you're told to leave, you need to get out anytime that there's going to be a hurricane. And we seem to be having more hurricanes. We just had Harvey, and now we have Irma. And I understand there's something else going down in the Gulf of Mexico. So we have to be very cognizant of being able to listen to authority when they tell us to leave. If you want to submit a question, you certainly can submit questions to Ask Phyllis. You can send it to accessscholarfund@aol.com. Access, ACCESS, Scholar, SCHOLA, fund, FUND, @aol.com. That's to my email. Or you can call me at 917-520-0892. We're planning to do this live. I'm hoping to continue doing this on Saturday afternoons. We'll be able to do it live, and so we'll be able to take your questions live on Saturday. I haven't figured out the time yet. So that's pretty much about it. I think I've answered most of the questions that I have already. Saw the boyfriend. You see your best friend out with someone else, don't tell, because the person has an idea already. Don't tell until such time that you're asked. Don't, that could break up your friendship. We're in the middle of Irma now. Please get out, and we're going to have plenty more Irmas and Harveys and Sandys that I lived through coming. I need to tell you one thing about these hurricanes. You have to take all of your important papers with you, your medicine, your social security number, your credit cards. All of that stuff needs to go with you, because guess what? You could lose them in the storm. College girl wanting to have sex, wondering if she should. Believe me, wait until a very special person enters your life and you are ready to do that. Young man who wants to bring his girlfriend home, mom and dad need to sit him down and tell him, that's it, you can't do that anymore. I see I'm getting a signal. It's time for us to go. Naya, my director, is making shadows on my video because she won't stay out of the way. But next week we're going to do better. This was the first video that we're doing. I'm looking for your questions, but every week you're going to turn into Ask Phyllis, and I will answer any question that you have. So long. Have a good day. This is Ask Phyllis on YouTube, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.